Today I want to check out 4 pentatonic licks that aren't in the standard position 1 box that we all know and love. I love it so much. It's a great framework for so many other things, but I want to show you what you can potentially achieve outside of that range. I'm going to show you the lick. There's not going to be any tab. The tab is available on my Patreon page, which I'll link in the description below. There's also a backing track that I created that's based around the changes to Heart That Never Waits by Joe Bonamassa. I've been on the bit of the JB train lately. Love him or hate him, he has some great ideas. Let me know what you think in the comments below. So let's get into the lesson. So the first lick I want to show you, this is all based around B minor pentatonic. There's no funky notes, it's just those 5 notes, the B minor pentatonic scale. The first lick is, I sort of imagine this shape. That's the shape that I'm thinking of when I play the lick. Here's the lick. Here it is nice and slow. We're starting on the 5th of B, going to the root note, going back to the 5th, and then we bend from the perfect 4th to the perfect 5th, and then we're going to hit the minor 3rd and bend up to the perfect 4th. That's a great move. Very like old school blues, Albert King, Joe does this a lot. And then we release to the minor 3rd, so that is, and then land on the root note. Here it is nice and slow. And then you can finish it off with a little extra bit. That is the minor 7 of B, the 5th of B, minor 3rd of B, and B. I don't know why I was saying B. We're in the key of B. And I give that minor 3rd a little bit of attitude. Just that bluesiness. Just like I'm milking that note. Giving it some sass, right? Here's the lick. So let's check out the next lick. This one's going to be in what I would classify as the Bonamassa box. Yes, Eric Johnson does use that a lot. Here it is nice and slow. So the shape that I'm picturing is this. And check this out, starting on the root note, going to the minor 3rd, to the perfect 4th, and then we're going to do a big interval jump to the flat 7. And then we're going to land on the perfect 5th. It's kind of like what we call an enclosure. So those perfect 4th and the flat 7 then lead nicely to that perfect 5th. Then we're going to go down the scale. And then we're going to hit, I think I hit the perfect 5th again. So we go, and then go down the scale again until you hit the flat 7. I'll play that quite slowly so you can catch up. And then we're going to return to the minor 3rd and then just descend all the way down to the low E. And then we're going to ascend until we hit the root note. Sounds pretty cool once you speed it up, but it also sounds good sort of at a medium tempo, which was kind of what was in the track. So the next lick is really similar to that. We're just going to include the blues note. Here it is, nice and slowly. So let's go through the intervals, starting on the root note, to the minor third, to the perfect fourth, to the perfect fifth. And then we're going to go down chromatically through the blues note, to the perfect fourth. Here it is again. And then landing on the minor third. And then we're going to go back to the blues note. And then do that little walk down again, and then to the root note. Here's that little section. Then we're going to land on the flat 7. And then we're going to land on the minor third, back to the minor third. A lot of jumping around, right? Once we hit here, we're sort of like running to home base now. Check it out. So we're just going to descend after that minor third through the entire scale. And then landing on the root note there. So there's a perfect fifth interval jump there at the end of the lick, unlike the second lick. So I encourage you to try this out, and maybe you don't do, if you've seen in my other videos, maybe you don't do the whole lick, maybe you do half of it, maybe you transition into another part, that kind of thing is really, really interesting. Let's check out the next lick. This is lick 4. Let's check that out slowly. So we're starting on the 12th fret, our root note, then hitting the minor third, doing a little bend up to the perfect 12th fret on the E string. So that's, and then hitting the perfect 5th, which is 14th fret. And then we're going to do the blues note. We're going to hit the blues note and pull off to the 12th fret. Then back to the minor third, and then the 14th fret G, which is our flat 7. Here all of that is again. And then we're going to do a big interval jump. It's actually an octave, right? So we're hitting the 17th fret of the high E string, which is the flat 7, and bending up to the root note. Really trying to get that in tune. Right? Here it is. So hopefully you got something out of that, guys. Subscribe to my Patreon. It's linked in the description below. There you'll get like the tabs to my weekly sort of lesson and this backing track as well as all the other backing tracks that I'll make. I don't think there's any backings of this particular song online, so what you heard in that intro and all the other little spots where I'm playing and demonstrating the licks is the backing track that will be available for download, as well as, yeah, as I said, the tabs and notation, which is handy. Otherwise, enjoy what I've put up here and get your fingers around it, and most of all, have fun. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on the next one.